Hey, it's Bob Clark here. We're going to start a series of educational videos called Marketing 101. Um, we're doing this because we found that there are things that we see the top earners in companies doing routinely in and out that make a difference in terms of their profits and their sales. And things that maybe the normal person just starting out, they don't have knowledge of. So we're going to do a little bit of an educational video here to bring everybody up to speed and see if we can get some good results here. I started reading this book. This book is called The Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Dr. Robert Cialdini. And I recommend this book because it was written several years ago, I guess last updated back in 1991, so it's several years old. But it really talks about the very basics of marketing, and as I'm reading this book, I see that these are things that some of the top earners and internet marketers are using, some of these techniques to get the big bucks. So I'm really focusing on this book, and so I'm going to do a series of educational videos on some of these topics. And what I'd like to talk about today is the topic, the principle called the contrast principle, contrast. And basically this principle, what it says is that when you're comparing two things, you make them as different as possible. And the more different you can make them, the more they'll contrast to each other. Now I'm going to show you a series of pictures now, and we'll talk about them in a minute, so check these out. These different sets of pictures, what came to your mind? You saw the old dilapidated house, and then the nice mansion, the old ball field, really rundown ball field, and a picture of beautiful Yankee Stadium. You see the real tiny diamond ring versus the giant diamond ring. What stuck in your mind? Well, if I did it right, what stuck in your mind was the last picture that you saw on each set. So you saw the mansion, you saw Yankee Stadium, you saw the giant diamond ring, and that's probably what stuck in your head more, things that you want more. It's the same principle that a lot of the top earners in internet marketing are using. They're contrasting two things to make them as different as possible, within reason. I mean, you can't be ridiculous, but so you paint the doom and gloom picture first, how bad things used to be, how you were living in a trailer park, you had no house, you had no food, whatever, whatever your situation was, and then you join this company, and bam, look what's happening. You have this beautiful house, this family. You get the picture. You've seen it. You've seen the marketing things. You've seen what these guys are doing. You can't make false claims. That's not right. You have to be truthful in what you're saying, but you really try and drastically contrast two separate pictures, and that's what they do very successfully. You can see this all the time done all around you if you really just observe and take notice. You see the car salesman who, after you buy a $25,000, $30,000 car, it says, by the way, you might want to get this undercoating for only $500, and you might want to get these beautiful mats to protect your car for another $500. And don't forget about the extended warranty, because you got to protect this $25,000 investment. And before you know it, instead of $25,000, now you're out there, you're paying $35,000 to $40,000, and that guy's commission just went way up. So he or she uses that all the time in sales and in cars, especially in cars. You see it in real estate too. You want a realtor to show you some houses. Maybe the first one they show you, it's this rundown thing. You wouldn't live in there for any price in the world, and maybe it's running you $150,000 or $200,000, whatever, wherever you live. And then they show you this really nice house, and it's $250,000, $300,000. You're like, wow, that's such a huge difference, and there's not that much difference in the price, so I'm going to take that bigger house. They do that all the time. It's a sales and marketing technique through the ages that has worked, and it's something that you can use in your business as well. So don't forget now, when you want to make it as big a difference as possible, and this is if you're doing something with sales in your company, then what I would suggest is talking about your more expensive product first, following that at the end by your lowest cost product that really maybe that's the one you're trying to push. For example, in my company, there's a $2,000 product, there's an $8,000 product, and there's a $13,000 product. Well, I make sure I talk about that $13,000 product first. And then I say, oh, by the way, we just came out with a new product now, and it's only $400, and it gets you into a home business. And you know what? It works. They think, wow, 13,000 versus 400. That's a huge difference. I want to get into this company. It makes a big difference. Contrast principle. So use it in your business today and see what kind of a difference it makes for you. That's it for today. Until next time, it's Bob Clark. I'll put my contact information at the end of the video, my phone number, email, my MySpace for Rosemary and I. If you want to check this out, check it out. Give us a call. If you have any comments, comment on the video. Okay? Thanks a lot. Take care.